Here's the question. Was there manipulation going on regarding the LeBron James RPA card and Shine? Or is this a nothing burger? These are the questions that I believe a jury will have to determine if it goes down that path when it comes to the Spiegel brothers versus Goldin auctions and Goldin. And I showed you this flow chart from before. And I believe that if this allegation is true, where a doctor that knew Shine, aka Shine 150, aka Matthew Allen, and if this flow chart is true, then if I were a jury and this was allowed as evidence, I would be like, whoa, this is intense. You have a guy that allegedly, according to this document, at some point was a private sales consultant at Goldin Auction, Matthew Allen, aka Shine 150, right? This guy, right? And if he is that, that's a huge problem. And then down the road, there's Michael Kramer, private sales rep. At one point, according to the doctor, this individual was employed by Goldin Auctions in some capacity as a private sales rep or was involved with Goldin Auctions. All right, let me just change that wording. But once again, it's according to the doctor. Anyways, we have to look at this case, like I said, is insane. All right. And once again, from the other video, a bunch of individuals helped convince card porn to ask Ken Goldin to take the auction off, which was Spiegel Brothers card. What I didn't cover was down in the legal document what was covered because I think that's important as well. And I didn't want to make a 30-minute video on it. I wanted to break it up, but it's important. And this talks about a few things. One of the statements in this legal documents, okay, the allegation is, in other words, Matthew Allen intentionally backdoored the information to Goldin, possible reason for the bias. And what information was that? To basically say that number one, that Allen doesn't like the Spiegels and don't take that LeBron James RP in the first place. And in addition to that, there's information where there's a bunch of individuals, Allen, Spellman, and Cardporn. They all work together to try to take that card down. And also Card Collector 291, if you looked earlier, according to the legal documents. Okay. Now, let's look back at this case. Okay. And it's regarding Matthew Allen. And I think this is going to be a huge topic of discussion in a jury trial. Involve this adds to questions concerning the involvement of Allen and Spellman in the efforts to taint Spiegel's LeBron James RPA card. Indeed, Goldin sold a version, the LeBron Rookie Patch Auto Exquisite Collection serial number 23 out of 99, just 4 months after withdrawing the Spiegel's 44 out of 99. And I tried digging up what is it, the 23 out of 99 card. And I found this. It was in a BAGS holder, but then it was crossed over to a PSA. But I found this on Goldin Auction's old website. And you can see here, this card over here, again, 23 out of 99. If you look at it, it sold for $2.4 million. Okay. This was at the peak, or close to the peak of LeBron's market. Not, it wasn't actually, let me rephrase it. It was still I would say a strong sale, but there were other cars that sold for a higher amount. But regardless, going back to this, let's read some of the paragraphs over here. The 23 out of 99 had similar questions about whether it was altered surrounding it Indeed, Wax Museum produced screenshots of his database of these cards showing 4 different versions of 23 out of 99 card. The graded version and raw versions show that the autograph appears to have been traced over to produce a better eye appeal and grade for the autograph. There was similar public commentary raising questions about the 23 out of 99. Cardporn Wax Museum certainly knew about the questions, and Wax Museum admitted that he had been following the 23 out of 99 and had his own questions about the card predating the auction of the 23 out of 99 in October 2021. While the withdrawal of the Spiegel's card may have depressed the market slightly for these cards, questions raised just 4 months later about yet another version of the card, which was also encapsulated in a Beckett slab, may have well destroyed the market. Thus, it appears for reasons unknown, the same group of hobby watchdogs and volunteers of this information to those watchdogs who sought to taint the Spiegel's LeBron RPA card remained silent in the face of evidence that 23 out of 99 had questions too. Perhaps not coincidentally, the buyer of the 23 out of 99 was Allen, who in his own post discussed the purchase, stating that he got it for a steal. All right. 23 out of 99, okay? He won this puppy for 2.4 million bucks, and it ties back to this Goldin auctions post over here. All right. Because the auction went through without question, Allen can now say he invested in a card for a lower price than he believes he should have had. He has a card that is considered untainted. That Allen had a close relationship with Goldin to tell others he was head of Goldin's private sales team might explain why there was a different approach taken with respect to the 23 out of 99 as there was with Spiegel's 44 out of 99. Spiegels have reason to believe that Allen and Spellman, the two, own at least 5 different versions of the card. The Spiegels also have reason to believe that Allen and Spellman are part of the group of collectors of high-end LeBron James memorabilia referenced earlier in this motion. Spiegels also received information from the production from Wax Museum that, exclusive of their card, there are between 6 and 8 versions of LeBron James rookie patch auto exquisite collection that have been tainted by question. That makes the tainted versions of this card 116 at most, and Allen Spellman control at least 4% of the market at peak for over $2 million. So they could have a bias against the Spiegels. That's very interesting. And then there's some more text messages here. So I find this very interesting. And I think the most important part of this discovery process that's going on is, let's go back to the flow chart, right? Okay, weird part number 1. Why is a California doctor producing a corporate flow chart according to the legal documents, right? And my question is, okay, is this accurate or not? But this is the flow chart in the legal document, so I'm going to go based on the legal documents, right? Matthew Helen, private sales consultant. If this is true, when was he a private sales consultant? Was it during the time frame of this actual takedown of the Spiegel brothers card? And if he was a private sales consultant at the time, that's a conflict of interest. All right. That is weird. Okay. And the fact is that, okay, if he's working for in some capacity for Goldin, like, why is he allowed to bid on these cards? Now, I did remember that Collectors Holding has a clause from a while back that employees could bid on the cards. So they have that, they can do that according to the clause. Okay. I still find that weird. Okay. I consider that a conflict of interest. Now, and if they pushed hard to get that card off and they own some of those cards, another conflict of interest. Okay. Not only that, I did a video, this was over a year ago, and this is a card that was selling on Goldin. And there were questions of hey, was this card trimmed? Blowout people think they were trimmed. Okay. And I believe this card sold for 700 some $1,000. Let me try looking on the Goldin website. I can do that right now. But I guess I could understand why Ken Goldin doesn't want to get rid of this card, especially when there's already uh, the legal battle going on with the Spiegel brothers. I could get that. I understand that. I totally understand that. And that's why he's probably not doing that. Let's see, 2003. LeBron James RPA card. You saw this over here. Let's see. What is it? What is this card over here? I think it's like 26, 25. And this sold what? It's a June. So I think it must have been relisted because it wasn't probably paid for. But regardless, yeah, this is the card that I covered in that video, and there were allegations on blowout whether it's true. So I get it. Goldin doesn't want to touch this, especially when he's in legal battle. Last thing I want to touch it base on is that 23 out of 99 card. Going back to that over here, right? Card that Shine got, he said in his post, he crossed it to a PSA. He says, crossed this over from BGS to PSA a few months back, bidding on this at Goldin Auction extended auction. I remember being committed to staying awake all night. Okay. All right. Once again, when was Shine a private sales consultant? If that information is true based on that flow chart, because that is a conflict of interest. If this flow chart is accurate based on what information that the doctor provided. All right. This is like crazy tinfoil hat stuff that you would think I'm talking about, but these are in a legal document. These are allegations made, and now Goldin will have to respond to these. And I don't think it's going to be resolved through this discovery process. I don't, based on how aggressive the Spiegel brothers are, like I said, it's going to be a jury trial, in my opinion. And if I'm correct, it's going to be 12 jurors that will determine the fate of this case. And we're probably going to see a lot more information. I'm wondering what text messages were sent between card porn and some Instagram folks that we all follow that have large followings. Now that's going to be very interesting. If all this went down, right, as documented this legal letter, what else is there? What else will be uncovered? Looks like hanky panky to me, but once again, we shall see in the coming months ahead. And last point I wanted to make is people got mad at me, and some people, stopped following me because I got on Ken Goldin to get his side of the story. And look, I wanted to hear all sides of the story. And I told people who were upset at me and saying that I was lying during that whole time when I was doing videos. I wasn't lying. I was telling you what I thought and what information was provided to me regarding card porn and all that craziness that went down. All I said is, hey, look, the Spiegel brothers case, if it goes through discovery and further on from there, that will potentially open up a can of worms and could probably tell whether I was on the right track or not. And we shall see how this goes. Once again, this will be a blackout in terms of the hobby mainstream. This is a story that a lot of people will touch base on. I think there will be a video or two coming out this week, but otherwise, it's all quiet on the Western Front. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are. Is this a case of manipulation? If you're a lawyer, let me know what do you think with what you see here. Or is this a nothing burger? Let me know your thoughts, and I'll talk to you later. See ya. Bye.